Hail, adventurers! I am Dungeon Master Wyvern, returning back to the grand adventure that is the new legacy shard for Ultima Online. It has been quite a few weeks since we were able to return to Britannia. If memory serves right, I had a personal thing, and then of course we had the 4th of July weekend, so I apologize for not being able to return to our new legacy adventure sooner, but we are back. And right at the top of this newest adventure in New Legacy Shard, I want to once again send a heartfelt thanks to all the members of the New Legacy community that pitched in recently, a few weeks ago, to help our community at the Wyvern's Lair make our town loyalty for our guild Citadel on the New Legacy Shard. So this is actually something with a lot of consequence. The way New Legacy works, if you have a player home, or let's say you have a guild home, you basically have to accumulate town loyalty over a given period of time to have the right to have either your player home or your guild citadel. And what we've been discovering on New Legacy is that essentially the time when, let's say, you fail to make your town loyalty for your house or your guild citadel, the time between that failure in your house or citadel or guild house collapsing is, quite short, matter of days, if not hours, from what people have been discovering. And the reason why I was so concerned at the time was that we had a lot of donated decorations to the Citadel. I wanted to make sure that those decorations found their way back to the guild members who donated them to us. So we were in quite the jam. We only had a couple of days to make we needed to make 160 quest objectives. Now, each quest objective takes, at the fastest, at least a few minutes. So you can imagine what kind of a workload that was, and we just couldn't make it on our own. Fortunately for us, good friends from Friday Night Hunt and Kindred Order of Loyalty stepped forward to aid us in our hour of need. I want to once again extend a Wyvern's Lair heartfelt thanks to these individuals that include Steve Evelyn from Friday Night Hunt, Annie Anomaly from Friday Night Hunt. We had Ziggy the Mad from Friday Night Hunt. We also had Peter from Friday Night Hunt, and Crispy from Kindred Order of Loyalty. Crispy took time out of caring for his newborn to help us out. Just thinking about it makes me emotional. Crispy, you're a great friend. Thank you so much for the help there. And I really was a moment for me to discover, in part, what makes Ultima Online such a special experience for the community that has called Ultima Online home for so many decades, and that is the people, the community that make up this game. So once again, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for your generous help last couple of weeks ago. I certainly will never forget it. I also want to shout out our great layers out there in the Stygian Abyss, Garrus, aka Lizardflame1, with a $2 US tithe to the Mega Dungeon. Garrus, thank you so much for your support, my good friend, given everything that you've been through tornado season. And with that, we're just about ready to dive into tonight's adventure. It's a guild conclave. We're going to be meeting up and talking a little bit about the future of the Wyvern's Lair as a player community on New Legacy, looking ahead, kind of deciding what exactly we want to do. And I also do want to put in a plug for our branch, the branch of the guild on EverQuest, the Fangbreaker Time-Lock Progression server. Tomorrow we will be having our first ever guild raid. That's going to be very exciting. I plan to stream it live, so if you're going to be around for that, I hope you drop on by and say hello to us as the Knights of the Lair attempt to conquer the first few islands of the Plane of Sky. It should be a fun time. All right, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and meet up. Company for this evening. Let's make sure we got everything going as we should. Excellent. That is interesting. Why is the... Oh, wait, maybe... There we go. Just need to make a quick switcheroo there to get the camera working here. And we are finally live. I'm going to go ahead and put on some Fogweaver for us. It's nice, chill dungeon synth in the background. I think that's what we're going to go for this evening. All right, let's go ahead and log in. And let's say hello to everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, folks. it has been it has been a journey getting back into Britannia, but I'm glad to be here with everyone this evening. We got a good crowd of longtime friends and knights and squires of the lair. So let's go. Wow, everyone's here. I log in. Everyone's seated. That's amazing. Thank you all for being here. Let me go take a quick look at this. All right, that's kind of what I expected. 49 quest objectives out of a needed 360, which is kind of one reason why we're going to be meeting tonight, is kicking off the stream with this guild conclave. So, you know how I do it here at the lair. Your story matters, and we take a moment at the top of each of these streams to shine a spotlight on everyone who contributes to this experience here at the Wyvern's Lair player community on New Legacy. So it is victories in the real world, virtual world, rants or rages, and we'll start with violence in video games.
Oh, hey, yeah. Thank you for having me. You know, I always say that, but it's just like the way I start off, I guess. So this is what has been a victory for me. I finally got a haircut.
Hey.
I've my barber retired, and I've been so nervous about going to a different barber that I've just been kind of just letting it grow. And at some point, I was like, "All right, this is getting out of hand." I started to look like my character in the game, this nacho cheese guy. But yeah, it obviously nothing bad happened. It's just a haircut. But oh my god,
I don't know why I was attacking you. I just want to take a look at you. Oh, look at that. Look at that mane that you have in game. Okay. I'm getting a picture of what you might have been looking like a little bit IRL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, other than that, I got a new game for the Switch. It's actually an old game. Actually, it's called Saga Frontier 2 Remastered.
Is it an RPG?
That came out.
Share RPG?
Yeah, an RPG. Yeah, that came out in 1999. They remastered it, and I beat it over the weekend. So
hey,
pretty fun.
Rock and roll, man. It sounds like productive times out there in your corner of the world, and I totally get it. Like, I have a barber that I go to that I trust, and like, should I move, or should they, for whatever reason, move out of the city and I need to find a new barber for myself, I'd be like, oh gosh, because you want to find one who is going to do a good job, right, and give you the haircut that you want. And
yeah,
so,
exactly.
yeah, I totally get it. And you don't have just Saga Frontier. This is a great opportunity. Throughout the weekend, I plan to share a little bit more information about my upcoming conversation with you that I believe is still scheduled for this Monday, if I'm correct,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
So, you and your brother have been hard at work on your second game. You already have a game out on Steam under your, it's called Exterminators of Saturn. And what was the name of the developer studio you have on Steam for yourselves?
So it's actually Violence in Video Games.
There you go. Violence in Video Games. Perfect. So Exterminators in Saturn is available on Steam. He and his brother have, accomplished a great feat. It is very difficult producing a game, and they have done it. And not only have they done it, not only have they published a game on Steam, which is an incredible feat in and of itself, but they're actually hard at work on their second game. And I have the great honor and privilege of hosting Violence and his brother and taking a look at their upcoming next title. So you want to tell us a little bit about like what we could look forward to on Monday, Violence.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it. My brother's excited about it. We're going to be talking about our second game, which is called History of Dragosa, and it's a kind of a custom fantasy world that we've just written about over the years. And the game itself is kind of like a choose your own adventure book, mixed with a little bit of like a text-based adventure game. And you kind of just make some choices in the game, and obviously we'll go over like details and things like the specifics of it. But what you end up doing is making these short stories that create create the history of the world Dragosa by completing them and collecting them in your library. So you can go back and reference those books if you want to read them again or show them to other people. but ultimately you can keep making new books, and it just different choices that kind of lead to the rest of the story that's kind of going to be somewhat unique to your specific playthrough. And yeah, we just think it's an interesting idea.
It's innovative. And didn't you mention something about players being able to like print out their short stories?
So right now what is, you can kind of save them and then access your own library when you power up the game, and just take a look and read through them, and it will list them like a library bookshelf, and you could even click through them and read them yourself. So right now you can kind of read them in game. And
this sounds so fascinating. I'm really excited to speak to you and your brother about it. I'll be in touch with you over the weekend. I'll be exchanging messages with you on Discord, just sort of figuring out some of the key things that you and your brother would hope to showcase, so we can get that sorted out, between now and Monday evening when we get together to, take a close look at History of Dragossa here at the channel. What would be your preferred approach? Do you want to do it live on stream? Would you want to do it like I usually handle podcast recordings, which is we kind of do it in-house on this Discord and invite friends like that we have here to come join us and commentate on the discussion as we go along? What would you and your brother be most excited about?
So the game itself is obviously not as in-depth and complex as some of MMOs and things like that. So I don't know how long the conversation will end up going, but really what I would like to do is just whatever's easiest and for you, because if you prefer to just kind of do it live, and that way you don't have to even consider or worry about doing editing or anything like that, you can just that would be fine by me. We can also just do it off stream as well, and just kind of
feel like my videos have better exposure off stream. So why don't we try that? Because I want to make sure that I can rack up as many views on this video for you and your brother as I possibly can.
Well, I really appreciate that, and
of course,
yeah, absolutely.
I wish my platform was bigger for you folks, but I'll do my darndest to really have a great conversation with you guys. And I'm authentically excited about the game you're producing. It really sounds like a game that's kind of like my jam, and I'm sure this Discord now is over 300 plus people, and I'm sure that a good chunk of those the Layersons we have here are fans of the kind of game that you and your brother are developing. So
yeah, we're excited about it, and I'm definitely happy to show it off, and just really excited about it.
Cheers. Violence. Lots to look forward to with you. And Garrus also extends their congratulations from the Stygian Abyss. Appreciate that, Garrus.
Yeah, thank you.
Tiamat, you're not gaming with us in Ultima, but you're here, good friend. You know how we do it. You want to get at your mic and share? No. Silence means that Tiamat is doing as she will. That's fine. That's to be expected from our good friend Queen Tiamat. We will move right on up to Suzanne SF.
Hi.
Hi, Suzanne.
I don't really have anything much to talk about. I'm still recovering from moving.
That's a big thing. You moved.
Yeah.
How did the move go? Are you guys settling in well into your new place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We still have to deal with some boxes that were a few more boxes that we have to deal with, but yeah, it's something getting into a new place. It really is, and but we're getting there, and I'm feeling a lot better. It's getting better, easier every day. It's just it's sort of like the part where it's moving is all this really stressful, and then now that I'm in my new place, it's a lot less stressful now. That but the move itself was something else, So
I'm sure.
anyway, so I'm glad that we're moved in, and I think everything will be okay and everything like that. So I just and if people don't know, I played the original Ultima a long time ago, the one with the floppy disks and everything like that. So that's why I was like, I got into this when I found out this through. I found out about it through you and your Discord server. So that was so cool.
You're just a dear friend, and I'm glad that you decided to join us. And I hope you've enjoyed your
Thanks.
adventures checking out the massively multiplayer version of Ultima 1 that you played in your youth, Suzanne. And I would add, what's the news in Hordes of the Underdark with you and Bug Might and T-Dub? Drake 67, how's that coming along?
Oh, it's coming along really well. We dealt with the drow okay, but then we ran into Mephistopheles.
Yeah, it's a hard
sent
word.
Us and he sent us to Kenya, which is like the 8th layer of Betor, which is the 9 hells. And so
that sounds warm with that. And unpleasant.
Yeah, no, Kenya is cold. It's so cold. It's really cold. It's a cold layer of hell. There's two,
so hell has frozen over in that part of the 9 hells.
Yeah, in that part, yeah. There's actually two layers of the 9 layers of hell that are cold, but the rest of them are hot. And one of the ones that I think are hot is actually really swampy, but I'm not sure. I have to study more of that. But at any rate, so we're stuck in Kenya right now, and the only hope we have of getting out is to find the Reaper's real name. So we're in that part of the, if anybody's familiar with Neverwinter Nights Hordes of the Underdark, we're in that part of the story, and we stream on Twitch and YouTube. Bugmite streams on Twitch on Mondays, and T-Dub is on YouTube.
Got you. So if we want to catch Hordes of the Underdark, it's every Monday.
It's every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can message me for more information if you'd like.
It's a great series, and they're a fun group. I'm glad. Really, I can't believe how much you've accomplished as a gaming group. You've played through all the original Baldur's Gate games. And did you play through Icewind Dale as well?
Yeah, we did Icewind Dale as well. Yes.
Wow. You guys just racing ahead of me in my own little tabletop group playing through the Infinity Engine games. Suzanne, thank you for being here.
Okay. Thank you
for having me. And we're going to throw the mic up to another long time Layers in here. My good friend Lithy, how have you been?
Oh, I've been well. I've been kind of recovering from a bike ride accident, but other than that, things have been going awesome. I set up some area outside where I could get some retro gaming in. So we've got a big old projector screen, and I can play the NES on it. So
nice.
I mean, I've just been loving on that, and so maybe some of my streams you'll see in here. You might not see the screen or anything, but you'll see some of me playing some NES, and that's what I'm doing it on. So it's been a whole lot of fun.
That sounds cool, man. That sounds really neat. What NES games are you playing?
Oh, right now I'm playing a game called what is it? It's one second.
Don't hurt yourself reaching for it. Gareth says, "Don't worry, Wyvern, your channel's still bigger than mine."
The Legend of Kage, and it's a short little one where your princess is abducted and you have to go save her. And after you save her, she gets abducted again, and it's nighttime, and you have to go save her again up until whoever gets the highest score gets the highest score.
Okay, and is it like a platformer?
Yeah, it's a great game, great mechanics. If you ever get the chance to check it out, guys.
Sure. And how are you recovering from that bike crash? Was it like a motorbike or like a bicycle? Lippy? Uh-oh. Looks like we lost Lithy there.
It wasn't.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, can you hear me?
You're back now.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to one of our new sidewalks and did a hoopty swerve around a corner with a pole and had many minor fractures. But just a lot of reticulitis, and the doctors took good care of me.
Oh, gosh, that's the worst, Lithy. How are you doing now? Are you like, are you mobile again? Are you mostly healed up?
Yeah, I was mobile, and then a lot of it was just me having to be a man and do things little by little. The house is still a mess, but at least I could come visit.
Good, good. Well, I'm glad you're getting better. I'm glad you had a cool NES game there. How's things going with United We Fight?
Things are going okay. I should have been there on a Monday, but I think our relationships are getting stronger and friendships are building. So it's awesome stuff.
You're such a source of light, Lithy. Good to have you here, my good friend. Speaking of good new friends, who's in fact a neighbor of mine and someone I get to hang out with on occasion, Nemesis Incorporated. How are you, my good friend?
Whoop, whoop. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, guys.
No worries.
How's everyone doing today?
You got little Freya to take care of, little Nemesis, of course your wonderful wife Dre. So you're a busy Nemesis. So I totally get it, my good friend.
Very busy Nemesis
Yes.
this week. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was in the midst of a epic game of Mario Party with the family. And the other one is I think about to pass out. So
Okay.
I can stay for a little bit. We'll have to drop off for a little bit and then I'll be back after. But I'm here
Sounds good.
for now. Excellent.
Well, we get to hang out in our little EverQuest group, and so we've done this already this week. But anything you want to share at the top of the stream for the Ultima version of this channel?
Oh, you know what? What's sad is that I've tried to sneak on here and there, but you know what I've noticed?
What's that?
Seems like most people have been not on New Legacy as much, and they've been more on the production charts with everything going on. It's been a little quiet. Hopefully, we can change that a little bit. That's my hope.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the journal here that displays the system chat, and it feels like a one harsh town right now here on New Legacy.
Yeah, I talked to a couple players at random, and they said the same thing. It's just most people are on the production charts right now, so probably what's taken away from some of the activity here. But you know what? Maybe we can plan some fun stuff as a guild and bring a little life in there too. How's that sound?
That sounds really good. We're gonna talk more into that as we get through this first ever guild conclave here with the Wyvern's Lair. Nemesis, thank you for being here, my good friend.
Always.
We're gonna toss the microphone up to Elroy. Elroy, if you wouldn't mind sharing whatever you might want to share with us in guild chat, feel free to do so. And then we're gonna move up to a new member to join the Wyvern's Lair, Duok. I don't know if I'm getting your name correct there. How do I pronounce
Dwake.
it? Dwake. There we go. Dwake, where the... Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
It's like Doom and Quake combined.
That's a great handle. Where's Asmodeus? I thought he was going to be here with you.
Oh, I haven't talked to him. I'm not sure.
Okay, gotcha. I was hoping he could link up with us. After all, he directed you over here to the lair on New Legacy. Dwake, we have a tradition here at the Wyvern's Lair. Whenever a new squire like yourself joins us, we always want to take a moment to find out a little bit about yourself. So if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about who you are, whatever you're comfortable to share, and a little bit of your history with Ultima Online, I'd love to hear it.
Go by Dwake in New Legacy. I haven't played on OSI in a while. I played as a teen. My real, I guess I should say my real name is Thomas, which is what I usually go by.
Okay.
But played on UO like